Welcome into season 5 of Glory Hunter, and we've got some big calls to make over the next wee while. Just to reference here, a lot of our guys have got central contracts with India. So Rane, Kumar, Chavan, Chopra Singh, and Shankar have all earned contracts. So they both had, Singh's had a test match there. Shankar hasn't played yet. They've given this guy a contract, which is very surprising. Chavan, you got Kumar. Kumar's got some really nice numbers here that he'll want to improve on over time. Played overseas somewhere as well. But yeah, there is some talent here that certainly horizon. For us in the youth, we have anything relevant in the youth? Bad statistics for a Chartra, but I think we have got to put our focus on trying to retain basically our whole squad from last season. So I think we put in 3 years for Koldipour, 3 years, 1 year for Desai, 1 year for Bharat. Deserves a year contract after delivering that performance in the final last season. Askar Patel, we will get Kavira Rapa for a year. Ahmed will get back for a year. Yadav back for a year as well. Get young Ram Chauhari be back as well. We're going to have to sign a lot of these players, I think, just due to budget constraints. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Be up to 18. We've got to sign 7 players with the budget we have left. I'm pretty happy with those signings there. Let's see what we can pick up in the domestic scene. Yeah, we've got a wee bit of work to do. Like, obviously, we're going to have to bolster up the batting by the looks of this here because of the fact that we've got a few guys that are going to be doing some international type stuff. I'm really happy for this guy here too, Agni Chopra. He's had a MVP of last season, gets a contract with India, and yeah, just shows that you can be a late bloomer here as well. But anyhow, we're going to get some signings. You guys will be back with those. Radio guys, we have scoured through and tried to sign 3 players. It was a tough gig. We do need some batters. Like, obviously, if a lot of people get called up to India, we're going to have the depth replacement. We've got a wee bit of depth there. Obviously, if, say, Singh goes, we've got Desai and Bharat. But yeah, if we have Chopra, Chavan, Kumar, and Rane away, then it's a bit of a problem. So we've gone for 3 batsmen. I've gone for ones with a bit of promise. We're going to take a look at Katan and Pandey. So he's got some good numbers here, a few hundreds, good towers there. But yeah, just the records speak for itself. So 64 there and average of 42 there. So we are going to take a look at his batting here chart. So 3-day stats, 1350s, 1200s, a very established player and a good strike rate too. And his strike rate's above 100 in one-day game, 650s, 500s. And 950s and 100 there. So that was one player that we've identified that we've got to try and get. I am going to try and get a big signing, which is Kartik Sharma. So Sharma's got some very accomplished numbers. He's only 23 years of age too, so he can keep as well. 1050s, 800s, average of 47.41, nearly high score of 150 there. Good strike rate in one dayers, 1050s, 400s, average of 58, and he's a very accomplished 20 over plays. Played a little bit for India as well, so we'll see how that transpires, but he is certainly someone on my books, and we and I try to identify one other player too. I was just having a wee end of where they are. Verma was the other one that we were looking at. Here he is, Verma. So Verma's statistics are solid enough. Average of 60 in 48 games. Good sample size there. 59.79 the average there in one day and 31 there. So, but his batting was pretty nice as well. 650s, 200s in the 20 over, second 11. 950s, 800s in the one day competition. Good strike rates. And yeah, pretty accomplished there. So we're just aiming to boost up the batting a little bit. Pretty happy to accept that. We've still got 4 signings still to try and get. We've got a wee bit of budget to play with. Hopefully we get a wee bit of budget left over to sort of boost up like the youth intake. We can boost results in high quality youth players, which we certainly will want to replenish the team. But the team's got a lot of depth sort of ready. We may look at an all-rounder, like obviously 2 all-rounders being sort of looked at by India. So that's what we'll put our focus towards. Radio. So we've done another sort of potential three signing. So it's just been sort of budget conscious as well. We have looked at just a small sample size of Anand Seth. I think just handy enough to bring in if we get a few injuries or a few players going international duty. Those are good. Those are good enough numbers to be picked if necessary. We need that depth there. We are going to scroll down a wee bit. We are going to try and get Nishant Sindhu. Like this adds depth in the all-round department. He has played a lot for India though, however, but they can't pick all of our players at once, right? So it might be worth the investment. Like 2450s, 1200s, average of 46, high score of 165, over 4,000 runs, 150 odd wickets in first class cricket. One dayers, he's pretty good as well. 1150s, 200s, average of around 35. One day bowling average of 28, and he's pretty reasonable in 20 over stuff as well. 25 is bowling average and 29.9 there. So it'd be good to get Sindhu. And the other person I'm looking at, I've gone for an overseas pro. We haven't had an overseas pro for a while. We are going to look at a leg spinner, Sarana Wimalahama. Like really good numbers there. Just adds a bit of depth there. He's away for the South African 20 over stuff, which I believe is the January part of this window. And that allows us to sign an overseas player and preserve some budget too, which I'm really trying to be conscious of because obviously when players lose their contracts with India, we're going to have to start forking out the money for them. But yeah, so that is the three signings we're looking at. Hopefully we get all three. And do starting. Good, we got all three of them. And we'll just be looking to sign a reserve overseas player to make up our squad. And we've got a wee bit of budget left over, which will go towards probably the coaching aspects. So we're back quickly here. I will pick up another pacey, Bayard Bari, if we do need another player to sort of step up a wee bit. So the squad's pretty diverse. We've got a good amount of everything in all departments. So the depth's there. It's just when we have players away on international duty, how much we're affected, who we can bring in. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting season. Obviously, we're the defending Ranji Trophy champions, but we want to do better in the one day in the 20 over competition. We want to at least win that before considering moving on. But we managed to get 25 players signed. You guys will be here for the last first class game of the first block, so we'll have a few games there. We're really going to have a few episodes in the 20 over and the one day competitions this season. So smash the like button, share it, friend. We'll see you for more Glory Hunter Cricket.